Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out an incredibly sensual looking live video of Stray Kids, the Stray Kids version of Lose My Breath, originally featuring Charlie Puth, of course. We talked about the original music video. I reacted also on Patreon to the intro of Lose My Breath, where they talked about the song and, everything else that I also talked about in the dance practice. So I'm not going to bore you with this intro. If you guys are interested in some extra reactions, however, check out the Patreon. We have a lot of Stray Kids content from the Survivor Show to Skizzy Code. Just checked out episode number 50. There's Finding Skizzy, Get Edition, God Edition, Stray Kids Week, obviously Kingdom. There's a whole list of all of the Avoba reactions that I have, which also includes some live performances like the Sherlock, the latest one, and the ASEA, I believe, performance, and a whole bunch of other live performances by Stray Kids. All of that content will be available in form of a list in the description of this video, and there's obviously much more than just Stray Kids, so if you're interested, check out the Patreon. There's a pinned post and an archive of all of the reactions that I have on everything. So if you're interested, check it out. It's free to check out. The list is available to everyone. And if you see something on there that you find intriguing, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Cause when I suck, it's like my heart stops. It only took me a moment, and now I'm prison to your touch. I don't know where it's going now, but I know I need your love. Now I'll always be here, I won't ever run, cause you took the air right out of my lungs.
Damn.
I lose my breath when you're walking in, cause when I start, it's like my heart stops. I lose my breath when you're walking in. You make my knees run. It's like a mission. Now all I think about is how my world turned upside down.
Sorry.
I lose my breath when you're walking in.
Got thirsty.
It's like my heart stops. Right now, I feel I'm dying and I'm lying on tellings when you walk in the room. Freezing, but you're steaming. Catch my breath when you time you make a move. Can you be a part of my life? Girl, I need you.
Don't look at me like that.
When I look at your eyes, I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. I won't ever run, cause you took the air right out of my lungs.
Damn.
I lose my breath when you're walking in, cause when I stop, it's like my heart stops. I lose my breath when you're walking in.
Damn,
My knees run, it's like a mission. Now all I think about is how my world turned upside down. I lose my breath when you're walking in.
Damn.
When the eyes lock,
More of this, please.
Honestly, how could it be like this? It feels like I'm thirsty.
Me
Even
too.
If I taste your lips.
Oh God, I cannot breathe. How could you do this to me? I'm out of breath, no oxygen, but you're burning me. Sheesh.
I'm ready to sacrifice me. Take me, let's get this steady, keep me alive.
Damn.
It's like my heart stops. I lose my breath when you're walking in.
Damn.
It's like a mission. Now all I think about is how my world turned upside down. When you're walking in.
Oh.
It's like my
Oh, I love that. Oh, Bang Chen, you beautiful son of a bitch.
lose my breath.
That was beautiful. I don't even know what to say because this is probably like what the third or fourth reaction I do on this song. So we get into the territory of like I can only say so much because otherwise I'm just sitting in silence and I'm just watching it. They're like we know the song so well by this point. I love the song so much. The more I listen to it, the more it becomes like my top 10 15 songs by Stray Kids is absolutely beautiful, and like the impact of the song, the original collab, and what it all kind of like means to Stray Kids kind of like becoming bigger and bigger, and like and now getting a Stray Kids version of this very same song that allows some of the members that didn't get necessarily as much line distribution as some people wanted them to. Even though in the big picture, I still feel like it was like the original. It's an absolutely beautiful song, and like the big picture of like what the collab means and all that kind of stuff. I'm okay with the way that the first song was, the original was. Obviously, it's always nice to hear Stray Kids, more of Stray Kids. But I don't really know what else to say other than them all looking like they're about to go on a photo shoot for the cover of Vogue or something. Like they looked absolutely awesome. The vocals were so beautiful. The ending, the bouncing between Sungmin and Bangchan was incredible. You know, Mino, his voice is just absolutely incredible. Ian looking, sounding absolutely beautiful. Felix's parts, like his depth is amazing. Changbin, you know, it's so nice every time, and it doesn't happen too often, but every time you hear him sing, it's just almost like a revelation of sorts. And when I was talking about it in my reaction to the intro, I was like, Changbin is like the equivalent of. I'm a big MMA guy, so that's where the metaphor came from. But rappers in K-pop are the equivalent to wrestlers in MMA, in the sense that they have some of the strongest foundation that there is as wrestlers. And then suddenly, as they keep on fighting, they suddenly become some of the best strikers. They suddenly become some of the best well-rounded fighters out there, to a point where you are afraid to stand with them because you might get knocked out, but then you're afraid to go to the ground with them because you might get wrestled to death and submitted, because they also have nasty submissions. And that's kind of like what rappers are in K-pop. Suddenly they start singing and it's like the greatest thing you've ever heard. Like I'm thinking back to like Han on Kingdom with I'll Be Your Man, and then being like, holy shit. I don't remember if by that point I already reacted to Han's singing, probably did, but the song itself, the taking on such a project and going toe to toe with the original, not trying to, compete against it, but like trying to make as much of an impression and make B2B proud at the same time, it was just incredible. And that's how it kind of like turns out, especially if you watch some Survivor shows of like rappers suddenly started singing. Sometimes it also happens when like we were watching like Produce 48, and like one of the girls who's like was supposed to be like a singer rapped for the first time and she actually knocked it out of the park. But for the most part, I'm seeing like rappers in K-pop suddenly start singing and it's just like a fucking revelation. So it's a weird metaphor, but that's kind of like where my mind went into when I was thinking about Changbin and Han. Hyunjin, his part was absolutely beautiful. I just loved his flow and how bouncy it was. It was beautiful. Sungmin's vocals are absolutely incredible. Like he is truly one of the best. And I also love him and Bangchan just have an awesome back and forth at the end there. And Bangchan was absolutely spectacular. All of them were absolutely incredible in this one, and not much else to say really. Like I'll be patiently waiting for like a Stray Kids killing voice. Honestly, I feel like it's time. I feel like there's so much on their discography and so much that showcases so much as far as like rapping, harmonies, high notes, everything. I feel like it would be an amazing episode of like at least 20 minutes. A whole bunch of songs will be missed, obviously, but that's always the case, especially when you have such a discography as Stray Kids do. But it would be amazing. I feel like that's like the natural next step in Stray Kids is to finally do a killing voice. I would be very, very excited for that. I do know that they have like the first take, which is kind of like has a bit of a similarity to it, but it's like one song at a time. So it would be nice to have like a killing voice in general for them. But yeah, overall, not much else to say. This was a beautiful performance of a really wonderful song that is very new to Stray Kids in terms of going to something a little bit more intimate and knocking it out of the park. It was really, really beautiful. I absolutely love this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, check out the Patreon for more Stray Kids reactions, and I will catch you all in the next one.